Hello, fiber friends. I am realizing something right now as I speak. I have a fire going behind me. And it's lovely and warm. I'm going to move over so you can enjoy it too. I also have some raw fleeces that are under my table waiting to be scoured because I haven't scoured them yet. And the third thing I have is a very intense smell of lanolin. And I think it's because the fire is warming up those raw fleeces under there. And now we have an aroma, a scent. we have a, it's getting stronger. So I'm not sure when I'm going to scour those fleeces because it's freezing cold outside now and I can't lay them out there to dry. But it might have to be sooner than later. And also I'm going to have to move them away from the fireplace, even though they're all the way over there under the table. I enjoy the smell, but my family doesn't love the smell, if you know what I mean. I can do that for them. Guess what I did? You'll never guess, because I never do this. I finished a pair of socks. This pattern is called Diamonds in the Fluff. I will put a link to it down below. It's really pretty to use with a variegated yarn or, self-striping. The way it has these slipped stitches kind of brings the color across and gives you larger sections of color to kind of rest your eyes on. I think it looks really cool. I wanted to try it out because it said it was good for self-striping variegated yarn. And I agree, I think it is. And I finished a pair of socks, which means the other pair that's potentially for Mark, theoretically, is going pretty well on my needles right now. I am working on it, and I'm excited to work on it. Speaking of socks, or should I say stockings, you might have noticed I haven't decorated yet, and that's okay. Because I'm just chill, just really seriously relaxing and not stressing out about how stuff has to be done, should be done, must be done. I am just giving myself space to breathe. And I tweaked my back a little bit. It's very sore, so I didn't feel like lifting bins of decorations out of the basement. But I did crack one open because I had an idea. This is one of the Christmas stockings that my grandmother knit. And it has a classic little white toe at the tippy tip there. On it, we have Santa. And Santa is at the fireplace filling a stocking, which I always thought was cool because then I can hang it at my fireplace and I can be Santa and I can fill this stocking. And maybe somewhere in an alternate timeline, there's a child who has a stocking from their grandmother with a picture of me filling a stocking that has a picture of Santa filling a stocking, and on it goes forever to infinity. It's the most meta stocking I've ever seen in my life. She put everyone's name on these when she knit them. So officially my name is actually Eva, but I go by Evie. And then the J is for Jillian, because see, I took my first name, Evie, and my middle name, Jillian, and I spun them for Jillian Eve, and that's where the name of the channel came from. My grandmother did pass away, and so we don't have new stockings. I don't have one for Mark, and I don't have one for either of the kids, and I thought we don't have one for my stepdad either, but my mom, of course, does have one because it was her mother that was knitting. She had one before I was even born, but we don't have the pattern for these. So if you know of the pattern, let me know. It's very, very possible that this exists in a vintage Christmas knits book somewhere. If you have it, let me know. But for years now, I've wanted to reverse engineer this stocking and make some new ones. I've wanted to make some for the kids, for Mark, for whoever. And I think it would be fun to work on that this year. So I think this is going to be my bigger Christmas project that I want to work on. I will share this and the progress of this in my Instagram stories. I'm not going to make a huge video about it because that's a lot of editing. And again, I'm trying to just be chill. So check out my Instagram stories to follow the progress of that, and then maybe in the end we can work up a pattern together, because I think it's really cute and really meta, and that's my vibe. I'm drinking orange and spice tea in this cute sloth mode activated tumbler that I got in day 1 of the Advent box from Twice Sheared Sheep. I am an affiliate with them. The code is in the description, as the YouTubers do, and they did send me this box, and now it's time to open day 2. Here it is, day 2. Let's see what we have. I have to say, it's kind of nice to open an Advent box that I wasn't responsible for. Even if I didn't know what was coming in it, because Mark stuffed the packages into it, it was still like mine, if that makes sense. This is fun to see a completely different creative vision that someone else has put together with, you know, with their stuff, their products. And this is fun. This is a wooden ornament with a snowflake, and you can stitch yarn onto here to make it beautiful. This is so much fun. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna get out some of the Shetland that I spun last year, and I'm gonna use those very Christmassy colors to decorate this. I think it's gonna be so pretty. What a great way to use up scraps. I guess I'm gonna have to get the tree out now because we have an ornament to put on it. Maybe we'll get there tomorrow. By the end of the week for sure. I feel silly because I didn't even realize there were 2 of these in the package, which means I get to pick 2 colors. Here is the Shetland that I spun last year. It's all of these beautiful, just kind of moody, but sort of Christmassy colors. And I think they're just so beautiful. I have a few more balls left to go. I'm gonna weave something with it eventually, but I can spare a little bit for my ornaments. And we've got some ideas of how to follow the path. And I think I'll just follow the path. It has to go down and then back up. So I think what I'll do is I'll go all the way around the whole pattern once, and then I'll do it again, except where I went up, I'll go down instead. And that way it'll be kind of double-sided. I think that sounds good. Let's do 1 red and 1 green. Let's start with this green. Cute. That is so cute. Cute, cute, cute. Okay, I think for the other one, do I want to do red? I always think red snow is scary because I grew up near woods and red snow meant someone had dinner and I didn't want to see what their leftovers looked like, if you know what I mean. So, I don't know. Maybe this kind of taupe color would be pretty. You know what? I'm going to do this taupe color on this one, and then I'll cut a little red, and that will be the hangers. I think that's the plan. Oh, these are going to be so pretty. These turned out so cute. I love them. I will recommend if you do one like this, fill in the center, because when it was like a hollow center, it looked a little goofy, but then also this was a great way to hide the ends. I think I want to use this darker red. It just feels a little more, I don't know, like crafty, wood, cozy. I don't know. I like the vibe. So I'm going to do, let's see, I'm going to cut this little fuzzy bit off because that makes things a little tricky. And I'm gonna just crochet it just a little tiny bit, because I think I don't know, I mean, I could just tie the yarn on there, but I think a tiny little crochet chain just kind of looks more polished, maybe. Don't know. What do you think? Do you prefer a little crochet chain or just a, goodness, if I could grab it here. a little crochet chain kind of hanging thing, or like a tied on scrappy yarn kind of thing. Okay, it's so hard to do this while I'm looking in the camera, and the camera is right in front of me, so I can't actually look around it without being very awkward and then not having my hands in the picture. This isn't working. I'll be right back. Finished. They're so cute. These would make good little teacher gifts or a little craft project with like little ones. You can use the tapestry needles. They're not going to poke themselves, but they can feel like they're doing something sewing and fun and cute, and get them started young. Let's make everyone a fiber friend. I mean, in my house, that's what I do. Fiber friends, tell me about your favorite Christmas tree ornament. Is it handmade? Did you make it? Does someone make it for you? I would love to hear all about it. And with all of that, I will see you tomorrow in the next Vlogmas.